Hey everybody, This is Tika.
It's great.
And this is Getting to Know Marriage. And we told you guys last week that we were going to talk about just ask. Just ask. I think for the most part this conversation is probably going to gear toward us women in our emotional states. But it's okay. It's okay. We got to deal with what we got to deal with, right?
You had to put that in there first.
So where did this idea come from?
Just ask. is plain and simple. Just ask. Okay, here we go. Check this out. Now, my boo-boo here. One day, we wake up, we going to work. She looking kind of funny in the face, attitude, So, brother trying to see what's going on, you know what I'm saying? What's wrong, she ain't, I don't know what the deal is. So, we get to work and you just feel a little something in the air. So, I'm still making gestures to try to correct the problem, and we finally get home and we talk about it again. And she said, I just wanted a hug. I was already out the room by then. So I come back in the room, I open the door, go back in the room. Why ain't you just ask? That's what you want, ask.
Hold up, let me see one more time what I said. Show me again. Come on, show the people one more time what I said.
What, you just want a hug?
No, do it like you did the first time.
I just wanted a hug.
Okay, good.
Anyway, I don't understand. They always say women are from
men are from Mars. Women are from Venus.
Right. Because the thinking is different. I'm like, if you want a hug, I know the guys can understand. If you want something, you ask for it, or you make that gesture, you go get it. So I didn't know she wanted a hug. I told her I can't read your mind. If you want a hug, just come hug me. Or say, come give me a hug. You know what I mean? That whole day was all that for a hug.
And that's because, ladies, what we had to discuss just to create a little bit of an understanding, even though I do have to understand that if I want what I want, I'm going to have to ask for it. I don't have if I don't ask. But we did talk about how we are very different and how women are more emotional, and we tend to react to things in an emotional way versus a verbal way, Right. So we get in our little funk, whatever that is, especially, during that time of the month or when it's a lot going on. I know for me, whenever I feel like I'm overwhelmed, where in my brain, I'm thinking, okay, if I go upstairs and get under the covers in the middle of everything that's going on, that's your cue to give me a hug. But I do get it. If that's what I'm looking for, I may have to ask for that, because sometimes he may be in his own zone, and maybe that at that moment didn't cross his mind. And one thing about my husband, I have to definitely give him his props. He is very attentive and observant. So whenever he feels like, I'm different, something is off, he will first inquire. He will, try to do something to cheer me up or figure it out on his own. And then after that, it's kind of like, okay, now you're going to have to tell me something, because I done tried everything I could. So, I understand and I appreciate that. So I did agree that I will do that going forward.
Yes, and one thing that I came to realize in this relationship and life, period, is perspective. You know what I'm saying? I always talk about that, but perspective is a mug. You don't never see things the way somebody else sees something. And one time, well, it's happened a few times, and you know what I'm talking about. Remember when I would, like, say you driving, remember, and I would get in the passenger side, and it's some stuff in the seat. Like, you might pick me up from somewhere, and there's some stuff in the seat.
Right.
So I'm just standing there, waiting for you to move the stuff in the seat.
This
you
is
know?
him, y'all.
Yeah, I'm just like, okay. I mean, picture that. You getting in the passenger side, you know what I'm saying, and it's some stuff in the seat. You didn't put it there. So you expect the driver to pick the stuff up. You know what I'm saying? Because now to me, this is the point I'm making. Me as a person, if I'm the driver, I will pick the stuff up and put it on the floor or wherever. But everybody's not like that. Some people just say sit on it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But me, that if that's what I do, I automatically assume that that's what that person is supposed to do.
Sure.
So now it's like, as we grow and understand each other more, I know how to balance it out. You know how to balance it out. So we ain't way out like this from each other. We trying to stay right here.
Right.
Because we working together now, so we able to get, a little bit closer. Get that thing a little bit tighter.
And we get closer by asking.
Right.
That's how we eliminate a lot of the error. So there's trial, there's error, but as you learn to work smarter and not harder. You know, so the smarter thing is, I'm not going to keep trying 7 different things or sending 12 different signals in hopes that you'll catch it. I'm going to work smarter, and I'm just going to say, hey, can you get that stuff off the seat, please? Or, hey, can you give me a hug?
Prime example though. Tonight, as a matter of fact, we was debating on whether or not who was gonna go get something to eat because it was cold outside or whatever the case may be. So I just asked. I said, "Boo, if you was gonna cook, remember I said if you was gonna cook, what was you gonna make?" Mm-hmm. She said, "Ravioli." I said, I wish you would have told me that. I would have went to Wendy's on the way home. I wouldn't even came home.
Ma'am,
for some ravioli.
You're not going to have these people thinking I was great open up a can and put you some
I don't know what kind of ravioli she was about to make, but the only thing I know is Chef Boyardee ravioli. And I wasn't about to have that tonight. I was like, what the?
No, this is very far from ravioli.
Well, tell the people what your recipe is for ravioli.
So when we have our ravioli tomorrow, we are going to have some spinach garlic pasta is the ravioli, and we're having shrimp and lobster ravioli. And it's not from Chef Boyardee or Ragu or anybody. It's what I'm making. Homemade, fresh.
What you putting in it?
What do you mean?
What you put? I said tell the people your recipe. You said homemade fresh. That's not a recipe.
I just said. Y'all always want to ask the camera crew, though, when y'all saw me. I'm asking the camera crew because I know y'all.
What's the recipe?
Did you not hear me say spinach garlic pasta? Did you not hear me say shrimp and lobster ravioli? What goes in it?
Shrimp and lobster ravioli.
See what I'm saying, y'all? Introduce him to new things. It's okay. I'm going to have him come back and tell y'all how we think it is.
Ravioli. I tried, I guess. I tried a little bitty body soda.
So, just ask, guys. Just ask. It makes life easier. It makes your relationship stronger, in all seriousness. It takes all of the guesswork out of it.
I'm telling you it does.
All of the guesswork.
It does. Just ask.
Yeah.
I mean, some guys, they scared to ask because they're scared of the reaction they're going to get. You know what I'm saying? It may be a negative reaction. But if you don't know, you got to ask.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to ask. Only thing a person can say is yes or no.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing they can say. Now, they may have their thoughts, but... you can't never move.
Fear and the truth.
Right, you can't never.
Might be what
you can't move forward until you figure that out.
And honestly, before we go, one thing that I had to learn, even with us in this whole just ask thing, my husband is a very straightforward person. He shoot from the gut, like it don't even matter. And I didn't always come prepared. Like I wasn't ready all the time. But I had to learn that it's not offensive when somebody asks you a question. It's just that. It's just a question. But initially, it almost felt like, well, Dad, why are you asking me that? Well, you don't know or you don't. But the reality of it is, I'm asking a question so I can get an answer. So I think even on the receiving end of it, when you can take it away from being a negative thing and understand that unless you ask, you can't strengthen the relationship, then that's kind of where, you can make some progress.
That's right.
I had an opportunity to read the book Vision No Marriage, and I thought it was very well done. It was amazing. When I started reading it, I couldn't sit it down. I wanted to go through each chapter. I was like, wow. And then you actually can go through it and really understand all the steps that they talk about in terms of helping you understand what it takes to be successful in a relationship, getting to know yourself. I like the part about the maturity and about also having, the ability to be able to make peace with what you want in yourself. So I thought it was an amazing book.
The Marriage is now available for order on Amazon. Order your copy today.
So that is our time for today.
That right.
Just ask, guys.
That right.
Male, female, doesn't matter. Ask him, ask her. Don't try to figure it out on your own because it's going to be so much more of a headache.
That right.
We love you guys. We appreciate you guys. Check us out on Instagram, Facebook. It's all Getting to Know Marriage. Thank y'all for watching our YouTube channel. Send us your comments. Let us know what you would like to hear us talk about. And we'll see you next time.
That right.